Hello there everybody, my name is Wattles. I hope you're doing well today, and boy, is this a different type of video coming from me. So, I've been playing a lot more Stardew Valley lately, and as I've been playing it more, I've been understanding it a lot more. And as I'm understanding it a lot more, I'm of course enjoying it a lot more. So today I want to talk about 5 things that I wish I knew when I was starting Stardew Valley, because of course, if I knew these things, the game would have been more enjoyable at first for me, a lot easier, and just overall more fun. So if you are looking into getting this game, or maybe you got it and you're a little confused, hopefully something here will help you decide if you should get it, or help you just enjoy it a lot more yourself. Now, I would like to say that there is a minor spoiler warning here. I'm not going to talk about a lot of storyline things, but just in case you're brand new and you care about spoilers, I might say something. There was a lot of time, effort, and thought put into the relationship system in Stardew Valley. And if you're anything like me, you heard that and went, yeah, that's cool. I don't really care, not going to deal with that. It's not interesting to me. Well, actually, the first big thing that I have for you is that you shouldn't think like that. I wish I knew how important and how useful the relationship system and just creating a friendship with some of the characters really was in this game. If you take a little bit of time and learn about these characters' interests, likes, and personalities, you can in turn benefit yourself down the road by perhaps getting free things, free recipes, or even a marriage. And if for some reason you're absolutely crazy and don't care about free things, well, look at it like this. This is a whole nother aspect of the game, so that is a lot more stuff that you could do in the game and get more enjoyment out of the game. It is really confusing at first, but once you get the hang of things, it's something you can work for every day when you're in the mine. You'll go look for something, or maybe you'll go buy certain crops to give to somebody that you really have a lot of interest in. Do not neglect the relationships in Stardew Valley. It's worth your time. Segueing off of the whole relationship aspect, it's a brilliant idea to make a habit out of checking Pierre's every single day for a new quest. And you shouldn't only check the quests out front of the store, but you should take every single quest. Even if it's something that you know in a billion years you will never do, just take it. There's no negative side effect of taking any of these quests and not finishing them. There's only positives that can come from this. So let's say, for example, Lewis wants you to go to the mines and kill slimes. But you're not planning on going to the mines, killing any slimes. You're planning on chopping down trees all day long. Well, what happens if, let's say, you get tired of cutting down trees for 2 days and you want to go to the mines? A lot of the time, not always, but often, the quests are very easy here. They're asking for some item, some job to be done, and you never know what you're going to come across. You never know how you're going to feel or what you're going to do. So always take these quests. These quests are also a really easy way to grow relationships with characters and unlock stuff further along in the game, like I was just saying a moment ago about relationships. Another thing I wish I knew when I was beginning Stardew Valley is that fishing isn't always so hard, and it shouldn't be neglected at all. Fishing is a very valid way of making a lot of money very fast in this game. A few days into the game, you're given a fishing rod, and that is that. Now, you might try fishing and find that it's not always very easy at all. Be completely put off from it and just not touch it. If that sounds familiar to you, that's all good, because that was exactly me as well. The fish were way too hard to catch for me, and so I just gave up. Well, there's easier and harder fishing spots. You should check the wiki for information on that. And like I said, you can get a lot of money from this, especially later on in the game, very, very easily. By leveling up your fishing, it'll of course get easier to do for you. You'll get the hang of it. Fishing is a good way to kill some time if you don't know what to do with the day. You could always go fish. You'll make some money, hopefully, if you don't just catch junk. And also, like relationships, fishing is another aspect of the game that there was a lot of time and thought put into. So with some practice, you can easily get a lot of enjoyment out of fishing. Stardew Valley doesn't necessarily hold your hands in the beginning of the game, which is what makes it, in my opinion, so fun. You kind of have to learn for yourself. One thing I wish I knew, or I wish there was a beginner quest for, was that backpack. The first backpack upgrade from Pierre's is a brilliant thing to work towards in the beginning of the game as a goal item to purchase. I wish I had realized exactly how important inventory space is in Stardew Valley. I sort of got in the habit of collecting things and throwing them away or selling them when I thought I didn't need them. That's a big mistake to make. Inventory space equals money. If you haven't started caving yet, well, when you do begin caving, you'll find out that it's very disappointing to not have enough space and have to drop something and leave it there in the mine. I would advise you to work for that backpack as soon as possible, the first backpack upgrade. It's not that expensive really, and you'll learn how to make money by working for that backpack, and then eventually make more money because you can carry more stuff out of the mine, around the town, whatever you're trying to do, who knows. If you're trying to do some evil thing and sell out to Joja, that's you. At least you have more inventory space, which makes you happier. And finally, probably the biggest tip I would give you if you were starting Stardew Valley now, today, or just trying to figure it out a little bit more is not to worry too much about when you're going to sleep. Of course, go to bed before 2 a.m., but if it's 10 on a day and you're just about done, you can go to bed. When I started playing Stardew Valley, I tried to maximize every single day and work up until something like 1 a.m., which just isn't always necessary at all. Now, of course, if you're trying to maximize your time and be super efficient, then every single hour of the day counts. But if you're trying to enjoy the game, don't worry so much about the time. If your energy is out and it's even 7 p.m., it's okay to go to bed. You don't need to worry about using every single hour of every single day. Just enjoy the game. If you're ever stuck on a day and you don't know what to do, if you have energy left, maybe go caving for a little bit. Even go through old floors that you went through before just to get some experience or some items. Maybe you could go fishing. Maybe you could go plant more crops or clean up your farmland. Or if you're not looking for anything to do and you just want to sleep, you can do that too. Don't feel bad about going to bed earlier in the day. Now, one final thing that I wish I knew that I'd like to throw in here is that the wiki is very, very helpful. If you're like me, you like to try and play and figure something out yourself, but with some things in Stardew Valley, that's very difficult to do, so I would recommend checking out the wiki and reading through it. You can use the wiki to find good spots to fish, what fish you can catch at each time of the day, what each character likes, what crops are good to sell. Use the wiki if you're into something like that. I wanted to throw this on here as a bonus tip and not as a whole tip because I understand a lot of people don't like to do that. But if you don't mind, I guarantee that the wiki will help you out a lot, especially if you're new to Stardew Valley. So those were my 5, kind of 6, things that I wish I knew before starting this game or when beginning this game. I hope one of these helped you out. Do you have one extra tip for me? If you do, throw it down below. I would greatly appreciate it. I'm still kind of new to the game. In my world, I am only just now finishing year 1, so I don't know everything for sure. Also, did you enjoy the video? I hope you did, and if you did, leave a like on it. It helps me out a lot. Would you like to see more Stardew Valley content from me? Let me know about that down below, and then go have a good day. Like I said, I hope this helped you out. Thank you very much for watching. My name is WATTLES, and I will see you next time.